Hello everyone and welcome to another video in the GameStorm EDU series. This video is on playtesting your game with others. Remember, you can always go to GameStormEDU.com and find out more information on this topic and others related to game design. And another friendly reminder too that you can go to GameStormEDU.com, go to resources for creating games, and make a copy of the GameStorm EDU Designer Workbook. You can follow the activities, such as the playtesting activity, in that workbook along with this video if you'd like. So I'm going to tell you some rules for playtesting today, which is playing your game with others or watching others play your game prototype. This is a really important step because you get user feedback and you get to empathize with the players of your game to see what works, what doesn't work, what you can change and improve upon in your game. The first rule that I will give you is try not to explain the game to the players. You made the game, so you have an intimate knowledge of it. Instead, you can try some other strategies. For example, you can let written or video instructions do the talking for you. This tests to see if you weren't there, would people understand your game? If you've written out or created visuals or done a video walkthrough, this will let you know how good you've done at explaining it. Can they play the game without you present? Another thing you could do is teach it to someone else and then have them teach it to a group as you observe. This way you can tell, did you explain it well verbally to that person so that they understand the game? So make sure you try this with your game. It'll help you understand if it is clear. Another piece is measure time. And I want you to think about measuring a lot of different aspects of time. Measure how long, for example, the whole game takes to play. Also, if there's turns, take a look at turn time. How long are people taking on their turn? And kind of keep an eye on your players. Does it seem like things are dragging along? Do they look disinterested because of the time? One thing you'll notice on pretty much any board or card game, it will actually list a time to play on the box. So take a look at how long games typically take to play, and then look at how long yours takes to play. Is it really long? Is it too short and too quick? The experience is over before players really get into it and understand it. These are all things to think about. So time your game and time others playing it and time aspects of the game that are really important. Try, if you can, to be an observer only and not a player in your game. This is really key because it'll let you give your full attention to how other players are playing the game, and you don't have to focus on how to play your turns or your aspect of the game itself. Only play if you need you to play for the minimum amount of players. And the other thing too is, as an observer of the game, try not to clarify rules and strategies. Stand back and see how people play your game. If you intervene and tell them how to play your game, they're missing out on a crucial aspect of gameplay, which is improving with each iteration or time that you play. So try to resist coming in and telling them, oh, this is the best strategy, or this is how you do that rule, because you need to see where the pain points are for your players. A fourth aspect that's really important is taking notes. You might see and observe a lot of different things as you're watching, but write down different aspects that stand out to you. Some things that you could write down are, what do you notice about the game? Is there a piece or a certain card that isn't working correctly? What is just something that the players aren't using because they don't see value in it? And most importantly, what is fun and not fun? What are the players smiling about or saying this is so cool about? And what are they just kind of not engaging with? Or what are they not quite sure why they would want to do something? Those would be aspects of your game that you could then cut or rework to be better for the players. The fifth and final piece actually goes along with the note-taking. These are three things I recommend doing either at the end of the playthrough or jotting down as you're note-taking. It's a keep, remove, change form. And this is actually in the GameStorm EDU design notebook. So what you can do with this is you can jot down what people seem to be responding positively to in your game. You have certain abilities, aspects, mechanics that you like, put them in the keep section. If you have certain things that just don't seem like they're working, they're extraneous, they don't help players advance towards the goal, or they're unfair, maybe they go and remove. And maybe there's some parts that players seem to like but don't understand, and maybe you need to clarify them. So that might be in the change area where you're just tweaking certain aspects of your game. So now it is up to you. Take a look at your game, watch it being played, and jot down what you might keep, remove, and change. And keep playtesting. The more playtests for your game, the better, because you'll get feedback that you can use to make your game even more engaging the next time around. Good luck to you and have fun playtesting your game.